Ponca City Megaburger, and I am addicted to food. Um, so I started back in the food business back in the late 90s. I was a server, and I love serving people. I love being the pace of it, being busy. And I remember walking by the kitchen and seeing about 60 steaks on the grill. I thought, how the heck do you know what you're doing? What's going on there? The hot spot on the grill, the different temperatures of the steaks. And at that point, I thought, I want to do that. So I talked to the kitchen manager, and he got me in as a prep cook, and it just took off from there. As far as the love of food goes. So I went in the mornings, I prepped, and at night I waited tables just so I could get more money waiting tables and still have the passion or the kitchen experience. And the day I turned 21, I became a kitchen manager, and I moved around with them for a couple years and got a lot of experience in the kitchen. And I knew that I had a problem because I would work 90 hours a week, 6 or 7 days a week, and I'd still go home and I'd still cook. When I got off work, every function that we had with the family, I would cook there. I'd cook before work, after work. I just always seemed like I wanted to be doing something with my hands. So years go on. I'm working 90 hours a week still for nothing. Always wanted my own restaurant because, what do I want to say? I didn't like doing some of the things I was told to do because they didn't make any sense. And that's kind of backfired on me now because now I'm the one making them do stupid things that don't make any sense. But I try my best to, for the employees to explain to them, why we do it like this. It will make sense later. And so far, they're going with that, and it's a process. So how I became across the street here from the Votech Megaburger, I've been looking for a place for a while. Ben had been helping me out on another venture that still hasn't panned out. I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a while. So I heard through the grapevine that the building was going to be available across the street. So I talked to the owner of the building, and he said, yeah, it's like next week going to be available. So went home with my wife, and it's just a little burger shack. You can't go, it's to go only. You can't go in and eat. Been there for 30 years before. It closed down during COVID because the owner he couldn't find any help. He said, I'm done, and literally just locked the doors. He did some big orders, had pallets that I inherited even later on of his burger sacks, but he was just completely done at that point. And so the building is going to come available. Went home and talked to my wife, and it's not exactly what we had planned on doing, but lots of prayers, lots of conversation. I thought I had a full-time job at the time, and I thought, oh, it's just a burger shack. I can keep my job and do the burgers at the same time. As we got closer, I told my wife that I can't do both. There's no way. I'm going to put everything into it. She said, jump both feet. That's all of it. Let's go. If we go broke, been broke before, it doesn't matter. We'll lose everything and start over again. Well, I'm pretty old to do that, so I was a little more nervous than she was. So we jumped both feet, and I was like, I'm just not going to fail. No, that's just it. So I made the menu a little bit bigger than they had before. And from day one, which was actually longer, I thought buy some hamburger meat and some buns and open this place up. And it was a lot more than that. And my goal was to sell 100 burgers a day. And I had one other employee with me. And we were just going to hang out, cook burgers for 6-7 hours a day, and that was going to be it. And at the night before we opened, my wife made a Facebook posts and thousands of responses, just, I mean, one after another. And I didn't sleep. I went to the restaurant and prepped because my 100 burgers wasn't going to last long. And it didn't. I want to say probably 800 burgers the first day. And it turned into people waiting 2 hours to eat a hamburger. And they knew it. We told them it was going to take us 2 hours to get your food, and people didn't care. It's just the building, the fact that we brought it back from what it was before. It was so. I wish I could have taken the moment in a lot more than I did. I mean, I was on the grill, and I couldn't appreciate. But I had friends send me pictures of people. It was a beautiful day outside, perfect. People just hang out in the cars in the parking lot. It was really, really cool. The other big day that I wish I could have taken in was Veterans Day. We did Veterans Eat Free and their spouses, because we feel the spouses serve as well as the as the veteran himself. So that was a huge day. That was almost as big as our opening day. We were a little more prepared because we had more staff. But that opening day, we the night before called a couple people and hey, if you just want to put some sacks together, put fries in the sacks, that's all I need. No big deal. And so we got 2 people to come in and help. And the first 2 weeks, we did not get a break from 9 a.m., or they didn't get a break from 9 a.m. till close. No one got to eat. We all lost weight. It was just nonstop. It was super awesome. And we had a bunch of bumps and bruises along the way, but we made it through, and we decided real close to a year of being open to open a second location in Ponca, about 15 miles from here. And so hopefully, we had the same reaction. We were more ready this time, trained staff for a month before, and it's the same menu. So it was a lot easier transition to the second one that was the first one. We were a lot more prepared for that. The second one, however, that was tough. We got the building, and it was an old building. It had been empty for a couple years. Prime location across the street from the high school, and what we thought would take about a month to get ready turned into 4, almost 5 months. And between training staff, using every dime that we had, because we had already used every dime out of our savings and everything to open the one in Ponca, that we never really paid back because I didn't give enough time. We rushed and got the second one open, so we used everything that we had from the Ponca City location to open the Tonkwall location, and it came down to, I told my wife, we have enough money till the 28th. If we don't make it past that, we're going to have to phone a friend, another friend, and another friend, because we already phoned 2 or 3 friends. And so I think we opened on the 26th and started going there in Tonkwall. But that was tough. That was a lot tougher than the one here in Ponca, just getting everything ready for the health department, and the building itself, and the walls and the floors and the equipment that wasn't working or was working. And the health inspector showed up, and then, literally the night before at midnight, I noticed that one of the coolers wasn't working. I was just like, it's just one thing after another. And so that one was tough. Let's see. That is about the Megaburger story. We're definitely going to wait a couple years before we think about another one. Let the dust settle and make sure we, pay ourselves back and have a little breathing room, because it's tough. I mean, this is kind of perfect timing. Yesterday, the hood vents went out in Ponca, and I just spent a bunch of money 10 days before to get it fixed, and we had to shut down for a little bit, and it happened again yesterday. The AC went out in Tonkwall on Monday, so we had to close the day, and then it didn't really work yesterday, but it was cool enough to where we kind of made it through, um, and it's just, yeah, we want to make sure that we're ready because our prices are so fair that there's not a lot of we can't close down for a Monday because of air conditioner and be okay, or we can't do that very many times before it before it really starts hurting and costing us money. So um, yeah, we want to make sure that we're a lot more prepared to handle stuff like that on our next venture for sure. Yeah, yeah, I'm open for questions. It is. Uh, it's either super busy or the Tonkwall travels very well. If there's something going on in the town, they all go to it, and the same if it's in town, then like a track meet or baseball game or whatever, then yeah, it's awesome, and we as far as business goes, but they're such a tight community that if they play out of town, the whole town goes and follows. It's all the sports, and so um, definitely next year we'll be a lot more committed and focused on what's going on in town. And we even when the baseball team went to state, we just shut down because there's no reason to be open, and we'll probably do that a lot more. I don't want. So I come from a retail background. My parents have always been in retail, and you never change your hours. If you're open, you're open, and that is engraved in me. If you say you're open at 9:30 on Saturday, you're going to be open 9:30 on Saturday till 2 or 4, or whatever the time is. You don't put a sign up on the door and say, gone fishing or staff low or whatever. Um, but I think I need to change my mindset in Tonkwall and put a sign up and shut down for the day and support the teams or whatever's going on in town. So that will take a while to get used to because it's just so engraved in me. I was talking to another person about being open, and I went to a place the other night, and it was close to closing time. I didn't realize it, and we got to a conversation like, we're open till 9. Like we want you to come in at 8:55 because we're still here. And I tried to engrave that in my staff here in Ponca really has it down. It's 5:59. We're open. Like we don't close till 6. Come in, order it. 6:03, 6:05. We're still cooking. Go ahead. We'll get the next order, and we'll keep going till it's just the retail business, and you have to. It's tough to engrave that in some people. They don't get it. They want to clock out at whatever time, but right now you got to take everything that you can get. One extra burger times 5 times a week can make a difference. I mean, it doesn't. It sounds. I can't believe I just said that, but but it just adds up. I mean, everything's so tight. There's so much competition that you can't let your guard down. You can't have a bad day. You can't run out. You can't slack. I go to Walmart. The tomato prices were we almost decided not to have tomatoes, but I mean tomatoes is an important part. Tomatoes went from $30 a case, or I'm sorry, $18 a case when I opened just over a year ago to $109 a case. That made it more expensive for a slice of tomato than a slice of cheese. But I was just going to Walmart every morning and getting, because theirs were the most fair price, and we weren't going to run out of tomatoes. And I don't care if it's 5.58 and we're almost out, or we are out of tomatoes. I'll run, get one, and we'll have a tomato on your burger. I mean, that's just the way I am, and the way the staff is. Yeah.
Travis, I know your prices are really fair. I say it in front of everybody. What is your price for a
The half pound mega burger is $7.79, and then the other third pound burgers are $6.49, and then we have daily specials that are really good deals. The half pound burger on Mondays is $5.99 with cheese. We make about, I don't know, $2 a burger on Mondays. And then Tuesdays you get that's a good deal. We don't make much on that one either. And then Fridays is cheese fries for $2.99. That's a and then we make the ranch. The ranch is I go in every morning. I try to stay at least a day ahead on the ranch because that's the process, and I don't get away from that. And I make 5 gallons at a time, so I make sure that the ranch is a day ahead, so it has a day to set. But at the cheese fries, I get the highest quality mayonnaise, the highest fat content. I get a special buttermilk. I get it's like I said, I'm addicted. Yeah.
Travis, the
Yes.
most important question today, I promise you. Are you going to have the rodeo burger next week?
Yes. Yep. The staff is excited about that. Yep. It has an onion ring and barbecue sauce, cheddar cheese, grilled onions. So it's a special burger that we did last year for the rodeo. And
You did it for 1 week and then had to extend it because people loved it.
yep. Yep. Yes.
So whether it's Mega Burger or Megaburger, it seems this community is crazy about Megaburger. So how have you seen that and felt that, especially when you first opened?
There's so many stories about people coming in and because I think it opened in '95. Yep. And originally, and so many people come in and remember what it used to be and how it is now, and what they'll just give you a full story. It's pretty cool to listen to the story about a burger and a husband and wife sitting in a parking lot eating a burger. And so I see that people, like I said, I go to Walmart a lot. I go shopping a lot, and I wear a shirt, and people are excited. I get yells across the aisles and stuff. So that's pretty cool to have that. I make sure when I go somewhere that I have the shirt on, and zero negative. I mean, the support is, I can't think of anything negative. Yeah, nowhere. It's pretty cool. Nope. No, I thought it was just a burger shack. 100 burgers a day was my goal. That was my business plan. Was 100 burgers a day and one other employee. And we were just gonna make enough to have it. I was gonna get off work at 6 o'clock every night and go in at 9 or 10 and cut some tomatoes. But yeah, it's a lot bigger than that. When we first opened, I'd get there about 6 in the morning, and then I'd work till midnight or 1. So I'd go home and take a nap for the first month at least. And then another place opened, and it kind of it didn't affect us at first, but it did at the end. And then, what I want to say, it was kind of nice not working 20 hours a day for a little bit, but I do miss the the money that was coming in, but it was nice to get some rest.
Does it stay pretty consistent? Locations, how many employees do you have?
12. Yep. And it's real consistent as far as our technology is. I can be anywhere and see the cells, and it gives me, ups and downs and stuff. And I know if the Ponca location I can guess within a couple burgers how it's going to do that day. So we got it down. Every once in a while, it'll shock us. Last Friday, and I just had a feeling, and I told them that they needed to prep up more, and they did their normal, and sure enough, they got stuck there later because they had to prep up more. Because it was a really good day. So that does happen every once in a while, just to shock us. But for the most part, we know what we're gonna do.
How is staffing been?
So, been very, very blessed. Across the street is the same staff since day one. They've all stayed. So when we bring, I've only 2 new people, and it's kind of nice because they're like, Travis wouldn't do that. Travis wouldn't do that. So that they all watch each other and telling each other, I guess. And then I get stories when I go in there about, what they try to do or what happened. And so there is, and then I've been very fortunate in Tonkawa. It's the same staff since we opened, also the same staff we had, training here. I know what it's like to be an employee, and I try to treat them fair. I push them, but I want people that like that also. And I also reward them. They get to eat free burgers every day. They like that. Their families get a discount. If they need time off, they get it. I don't ask because, they cover shifts for me when I need. And then I just started another venture with the country club here, so that kind of took me away a little bit. I'm under contract with them for the kitchen, and then staffing there is a little different. It's off the, what do I want to say, the main path. No one ever thinks about the country club. It's kind of like you drive by, restaurants down 14th or Prospect, and you think about them. Well, I've talked to people that don't even know that it's there or where it's at. When I have someone inquire about a job, so it's a little different out there. And every once in a while you get a chef that from, New York or whatever, looking for some huge salary or something. But that's not Ponca City Country Club stuff. It's still, it's nice, but it's not the high end, Oak Tree Country Club or anything like that. So staffing there has been a little bit different than it has been for the Megaburgers. So we kept the original Megaburger, the same weight, the same. We changed the process a little bit. The original owner, he hand pressed them out. I don't know how he did it. We have a burger press. We weigh them out, and then it's like a machine that presses them out. But they're the same size as his, and we cook them the same as he did. And then the French fries are the crinkle cut French fry, and then the tater tots. Those are the staples, which his menu was small, and so I kept those and then added the charbroiled burgers and then the smash burgers and the Oklahoma burger. Not many restaurants venture out from that. They stay like Megaburger, and this is our burger, and this is what you're going to get. To have the variety, you don't see that hardly anywhere. But I'd had enough experience cooking, and I knew how to make it, I guess, simple for the staff to do that. So, it was still a little trial and error, but we that was to get the variety, because I personally never ate at Megaburger or Megaburger before. I did, but I had to be like super hungry. A half-pound burger is huge. So like, yeah, I'd have to be in the mood. I wanted to offer, smaller burgers, easier to eat, not as filling than just a half-pound burger. But I mean, that's our number one seller. I mean, that it's keeping the electricity on as those mega burgers, and then
And you have online ordering?
yep, online ordering, DoorDash. So glad we did that. We didn't open with online ordering, and then when we saw the newness wearing down, we could see the trend. Then we did the online ordering. It was weird because we have screens, and then all of a sudden it just pops up, and there's more orders, and it's helped us so much, and it's so easy. It gives you time when you're going to pick it up, and then so we focus on that. If it says 12.39, we try our best to make it 12.39. That is sitting over there ready. And same with the DoorDash, we try to I don't want to say put priority, but they're kind of priority because you took the time to go online and order it, and it gives you a specific time. If you come in and order a call, we can tell you about 20 minutes. But you're looking at your phone going, well, at 12.39 is ready. So, yeah, it's helped us a lot. The door dashing, I mean, I'm very glad we did that.
Other questions? Well, what can our community do to support you?
More than you already do? I really don't. I mean, it's been so supportive. I mean, I would be selfish to ask for more support. I don't. I really don't know. Everyone, I don't know, smiles and happy when they go in, and just great reviews. We could do more catering, but we're going to start focusing on the catering part, because that's something that we can do during business hours, but not affect our business and do big crowds. So I guess if you have a company get together or whatever for 20 people or 100 people, or I mean we can do 100 people super easy. We do a lot of golf tournaments, but that's really, any more support would, I don't know, just happy. Yeah, eat more beef. We have chicken too.
All right. Well, I want to thank Travis for being here today and sharing your story with us. I know those that work here were really excited to see Megaburger open back up across the street. In fact, I went there yesterday. I'm a ranch snob. It's really good ranch. And so I want to thank you for presenting today and present you with your 1 million cups. And I want to thank the rest of you guys for coming today. And we will be taking a break. We'll be back in September. So July and August will not be having 1 million cups, but we'll be back in September. And we'll send out emails and have it on Facebook. So thanks again for coming today.
Thank you.